Hi, I'm Lewis from Olympus. Today we're going to discuss the OER-Elite routine maintenance and end-of-day checks. This instructional video is separated into 3 sections. The first section will go over the end-of-day checks. Then, we'll expand on the routine maintenance, and finally, we'll provide instructions for programming the heat LCG timer on the OER-Elite. Before using the equipment, be sure to read and understand the details of the instruction manual. As always, please ensure proper protective equipment is worn while maintaining and operating the OER-Elite. Should you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact the Olympus Technical Assistance Center, otherwise known as TAC, in the event you need additional assistance.
Before performing the end-of-day checks, make sure the incoming water supply is shut off and the OER-Elite power is off. First, we're going to clean the circulation port mesh filter. Start by removing the white protective filter cover, then remove the mesh filter. Clean the mesh filter under running water using a brush at least once per day. If the filter is clogged, the OER-Elite may display error codes. We also want to remove and clean the drain port mesh filter. The filter, like the circulation port mesh filter, should also be cleaned at least once a day under running water and using a brush. If the filter is clogged, the OER-Elite will display errors. In the event of an E001 error, it's possible that the internal water filter may need to be replaced. Refer to the OER-Elite filter replacement video for further instructions. If the E001 continues to display after replacing the filter, consider cleaning the water supply connector mesh filter. First, you will need to relieve the pressure from the supply hose before disconnecting the water supply connector. Then, shut off the incoming water supply. Next, select Functions from the main menu. Then, select Rinse on the display, followed by pressing the Start button. After approximately 10 seconds, elect to stop the process, as the pressure is most likely relieved from the supply hose. Stopping the process will trigger an E00 process has been stopped. Simply press OK 2 times with the stylus pen to clear the error. After ensuring the pressure is relieved, we're going to disconnect the water supply connector from the OER-Elite. Turn the connector counterclockwise until disconnected. Then, use clean tweezers to remove the mesh filter. Now, clean the mesh filter under running water while using a brush to clean off debris. Carefully place the mesh filter in its original position. Pay extra attention to the orientation and make sure it is not upside down. Finally, reattach the connector from the water supply hose to the OER-Elite. Turn the power off before cleaning the fluid level sensors. With the OER-Elite lid open, locate the float switches near the back of the basin and remove the covers. While pouring water over the floats, clean the stems with a brush. Move the float up and down to clean thoroughly. Finally, rinse by pouring clean water over the switches. Clean the covers with running water, then dry them with a clean, lint-free cloth. Replace the covers back in their original position. To avoid malfunctions, take care not to damage the sensors. Now that we've cleaned the floats, we'll move to the fluid level sensor. First, remove the cover of the fluid level sensor. Wipe the sensor with soft, lint-free cloth moistened with 70% isopropyl alcohol. Clean the fluid level sensor cover in running water and then dry the cover using a lint-free cloth. Reinstall the fluid level sensor cover. To avoid malfunction, take care not to damage the sensor. There are two methods to cleaning the stylus pen. You can wipe the stylus pen with a cloth moistened with medical-grade 70% isopropyl alcohol, or reprocess the stylus pen in the OER-Elite, which is covered in the OER-Elite scope loading video. Using a clean cloth moistened with neutral detergent, clean every part of the equipment, including the front and back of the lid, as well as the lid packing. Also, clean the edge and the inside of the reprocessing basin. Finally, wipe down the touchscreen display. Dry the surfaces with a clean cloth. To prevent growth of microorganisms, it is also recommended to wipe those areas with a cloth moistened with medical-grade 70% isopropyl alcohol. Clean the alcohol and detergent drawer tray every month. Start by opening the detergent/alcohol drawer. Next, disconnect the tubes from the detergent tank and alcohol tank. Remove both tanks from the drawer. Take the inner tray out of the drawer and clean it with running water. Dry the tray thoroughly with a clean cloth. Finally, place the tray back in the alcohol and detergent drawer. Place the alcohol and detergent tanks back in the OER-Elite and connect the tubes to the original positions on the tanks. Be sure to turn the connectors to the correct orientation. The Heat LCG timer function will heat the disinfectant solution to the appropriate temperature by a time specified by the user. Please note, the OER-Elite will heat the disinfectant solution to 22 degrees Celsius if the temperature of the solution is below 20 degrees Celsius. Let's start by closing the water faucet supplying the OER-Elite. Close the lid by pushing the unit until it clicks and ensure the equipment is on. Next, press the Heat LCG timer on the OER-Elite control panel. Scan the RFID user ID card by holding it parallel to the OER-Elite RFID reader. The OER-Elite has functionality to repeat Heat LCG on a specified day of the week. Turn on the repeat settings by selecting Edit on the display. The user will choose specific days of the week and select OK. Next, set the Heat LCG completion time by pressing the plus or minus buttons on the desired time. Once the time is selected, press the OK button followed by Start. The touchscreen will display the changes. After 5 minutes of inactivity, the touchscreen will enter standby mode. The Heat LCG indicator will remain on. To reactivate the touchscreen, press the display. When the heating process completes, the touchscreen confirms that the LCG has been heated to the appropriate temperature. Now, open the water faucet and press Continue. Once Continue is selected, the mixing of the disinfectant solution will start. The mixing function enables an accurate concentration check. Once complete, click OK, and the OER-Elite will reboot automatically.
Welcome back. This concludes the OER-Elite end-of-day checks, routine maintenance, and programming the heat LCG timer. We hope you found the information helpful. As always, don't hesitate to contact our experienced TAC team in the event you need additional assistance. Thanks for watching.